cherished viewers, particularly all members of the Movement for Change and Alliance for Revolutionary Change, that the sorrows of this country will be a thing of the past come 2025, when we have gotten a true leader. Where we are is lack of leadership. So I will begin this morning by admonishing Ghanaians that they should resist any attempt by this government and its functionaries in trying to use propaganda to whitewash the sitting incompetent president together with his unserious vice president, and for that matter, the flag bearer of the NPP. No amount of words. They must not allow people to use adjectives to whitewash incompetence. This is pure mediocrity being served to the people of this country. I watched Aminanta. You first of all ask yourself where he made this statement. I listened to him at the town hall meeting of the NPP in the UK. So the context must define your understanding of what he was doing. Who was his audience? He was speaking to NPP fanatics, NPP supporters in the UK, whom most of them, I'm not sure, knows exactly what is happening in this country, because they pick their information mostly from the news portals. And depending on who is paying more and who is controlling the media narrative, you are likely to get them to follow on seriousness. Remember, it was the same UK town hall meeting that the Attorney General, Godfrey Yeboah-Dame, also went and made some bizarre statement that after his cross-examination of the Jackpa or so, the evidence that had been tendered were all destroyed. So clearly they were doing politicking. And like my brother Abuba said, you see, Aminanta came across as someone who was serious before becoming the Minister of Finance. And I remember one of the shows on Pan-Africa on Mondays, I descended on him heavily. When after being given the position of a finance minister, he went straight away to Manchia and lied to the king that monies were sitting down there to deal with all the problems in Ashanti region. That was when I gave up on him. I realized that he has been infested. And mind you, his position, that's the finance minister's position, was originally offered to Kwaku Kwarteng. That's what people are not knowing. So you ask yourself, why Kwaku Kwarteng will reject such a juicy position? Mind you, he has been a deputy finance minister before, so his dream would have been to be the substantive minister. But on this occasion, Kwaku Kwarteng said he preferred to serve the party in parliament rather than to accept the position of the Minister of Finance. Because he knew that with this president and his vice and the make of the new patriotic party now, there was nothing like truthfulness in their dictionary. So he was only going to be used to spew non-fat. Listen, this whole idea of domestic debt exchange program or debt exchange program, why did we get to where we are? And here, Abuba, your party will not be able to go scot-free on this matter. Ghana has been to the IMF for the 17th time. We were made to go through this debt exchange program because we wanted to take advantage of the IMF program. Is that not the case? NPP and NDC for 32 years, all that they have done was to send us to the IMF. Because we have always had an issue with our balance of payment position. So we seem not to be getting things right. Why do we have a problem with our balance of payment position? It is because as a country, we are not producing. That is the fundamental problem. we are having to import more than export. So what our leaders have been doing is that they only promise without giving us a concrete plan. That when I come, just like we are doing now, we are going into a major election. What are the politicians doing? They are promising. But what the electorates, what the Ghanaian is not asking, is that what are the plans backing the various promises you are giving to the people to be able to achieve what are you are saying? We don't ask that. We are only following, yeah, your boy. So when they come and they disappoint us, then we tend to be angry. We don't have to be angry because we are the same people that put these people there. What did we see? What were the probing questions? To find out whether or not, given the opportunity, they will be able to, as it were, execute all the mandate or all the promises that they are giving to you. We don't ask that. So politicians in this country get away with a lot of nonsense. Now, have you cited any of the agreements we have been told of? No. Sen, have you cited it? No. Interestingly, you have the media platforms promoting this nonsense that we have reached an agreement. What sort of agreement? You don't have any media landscape. Maybe you have asked them, and maybe they will not even give you the opportunity. I know. You are from Pan-Africa, you are from Radio Gold. You don't side with government. You are not one of those that are fanatics of this government. So they won't give you the opportunity. But they have their platforms. Go across that platform. And they did this propaganda with the foreign media. You read Reuters, you read CNN, you read Bloomberg. All of them were carrying the same story. That an agreement has been reached. Mind you, whatever agreement the finance minister together with this government reaches, they are doing it on behalf of the people of this country. And as a citizen of this country, are you in the know as to whatever is contained in the agreement? It's pure propaganda. Pure propaganda to deceive the minds of the people that we have done something and that give us the mandate to continue ruling this country from 2025. That is the essence of this whole piece. Now, the finance minister made an irresponsible statement that I couldn't believe it. That he as a finance minister could say that. He's saying investing in government bonds is an individual investment decision. And that when you invest and there are troubles, it's your own palaver. But this is a caring government that even though you made a mistake of investing in government bond, we have thought of it or seen the need to come to your aid. Is that how a finance minister says? So now what you said, do you think for a moment that if I have money, I would make that mistake in investing in government bonds? Because then it becomes an individual risk. Growing up and learning economics, be it economics without tears or Econ 101, we have been told that government bonds are the safest pair of bonds. Safest. Any book, any literature on economics will tell you safest. Like Abuba said, hyperinflation. I learned it that at a point in time, Germany, you will be there, you are buying beer. By the time you are done, the price of beer has gone up. I never thought I would experience it during my lifetime in Ghana. It took this government, led by Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, to disprove all this economic theory. That indeed government bonds are not safe. And that hyperinflation is not just theoretical, but it's something that you can experience it in your lifetime. And that's what we are going through. Then on the same occasion, you have the finance minister in the midst of this nonsense promising that between June and October they are going to unleash 1.5 billion to those that have been affected. Why do we do this to ourselves? You have told the world that you don't have the money. In fact, when the RENA unit issue came up, what were we told? The government didn't have money to even deal with an issue of 4 million. 4 million cities to save people on dialysis. Now we are told that we have money enough. Why do you think recently the paramedics, the lab technicians went to strike? They went on strike. Now I'm told a lot of labor unions are about going on strike. And government is telling them that we don't have money. All of a sudden, because of politics, because he felt he was dealing with gullible minds. In any case, Canada and Japan have told us that the most stupid supporters are MPP supporters. Maybe that one came into his mind. So he thought that he had to give them wrong info. Nothing of this is going to happen. But you see, the sad aspect, you see the way we are pampering our foreign creditors. This whole domestic debt exchange program, it started when? Is it not December of 2022? That we started giving locals their haircut, which compelled the former Chief Justice. She's your auntie or sister or something. You to your family members, they have disappointed this country power. When we speak, you will come and say anything otherwise. But the president who is mismanaging the country is coming from your family. Family trait. Come and destroy everything. It took the former Chief Justice to go and pick it. If you throw out so because your family is destroying this country. Akufo-Addo has people, he's from that family. Given the opportunity to destroy. Now,
that's not fair comment.
It took the former Chief Justice to go and pick it at the finance ministry before they started even listening to them. When patriotic Ghanaians have responded to the call of this government, we needed money to embark on developmental projects, because that is the essence of bond. Floating of bonds is to solicit for funding from the public to embark on your developmental agenda. These people have loaned you their money. Pay me if you don't have the money. The government was rather behaving as though they were doing these bondholders a favor. And as we speak, many of them have died through this process. They have died for no cause. So if you have a finance minister and a government that felt that they needed to deal with their locals first, destroy them first before they go into the international market, then it becomes a problem. 137 billion they were able to restructure, which has affected, and this is the reason why the economy is where it is. Now, did I hear the finance minister say that everything is solved because of whatever negotiations they have done? Are you sure? Do you believe in what he said? The finance minister must not be annoying the sensibilities of the good people of this country. And what I want to tell the people of this country is that this is a government that knows that it is going to opposition. And from the signals that we are picking from the system, they could suffer the heaviest defeat in a lifetime. So the decision that they have taken is to lose with a respectable scoreline. And so some of these decisions have been taken to reduce the embarrassment. And that is all to it. It's to reduce the embarrassment so that they can go out and then, if possible, reorganize themselves and come back after Lanchemantin so that they can come and save themselves. Other than that, there is no head until Ghana has not enjoyed anything. We must even demand where they have gotten to with their agreement so that we will know whether in the midst of troubles, mind you, this is a government that takes advantage of situations that are very dire. During the height of COVID, that we were seriously in pain, what did they do? Did they not go and bring a company called Frontiers? The company itself, the name is a problem. They were fronting for these people. To come and collect $94 million, Senna, and only gave this government $6 million. We asked the health minister. He said he didn't know anything about that company. We asked the transport minister. He said he didn't know anything about it. We asked the Ghana Airport Company. They said they did not know anything about it. We asked the presidency. They also said they didn't know anything about it. So who was the one that brought these Frontiers into this country to come and then do what they did to us? It was during COVID that we were told by this government that they were able to feed people with 54 million Ghana cedis. Were you fed? Were you fed? So it is a matter of urgency that we are exposed to the level of arrangements or negotiations they are doing. Either than that, we need people who go and negotiate at an interest rate of 10%. I'm telling you, they'll come and give it to the people of this country at an interest rate of 20%. So that once in the opposition, anytime government makes payment, they will go and take their share. And this must be resisted. And we will resist it. I'll end my submission here.